Did you know that if just two countries could change the fate of the entire world in a single day, those countries would be the United States and Russia? Imagine waking up one morning to headlines announcing rising tensions between the two most powerful nuclear nations on Earth. No warning. No preparation. Just the world holding its breath. Could such a conflict ever happen? And if it did, what would it look like? Tonight we explore one of the most frightening questions in modern history. What would happen if Russia and the United States faced each other in a direct confrontation? And who would truly hold the advantage in a conflict that could reshape humanity forever? To understand this possibility, we must first understand the two giants themselves. The United States is a global superpower with unmatched military spending, technological innovation, and worldwide influence. It operates hundreds of military bases across the planet and has the ability to project power anywhere within hours. Its economy drives global markets, and its cultural influence reaches nearly every country on Earth. Russia, on the other hand, is a nation shaped by survival, endurance, and history. It spans 11 time zones, making it the largest country in the world by land area. Its identity is built on resilience, military strength, and strategic defense. Where America represents global reach and technological dominance, Russia represents endurance, territory, and strategic power. The rivalry between these two nations is not new. For decades, they stood on opposite sides of the Cold War, competing for influence, technology, and global dominance. Although that conflict never turned into a direct war, it created decades of tension, espionage, and military competition. Even today, the echoes of that rivalry continue to shape international politics. One of the most powerful factors in any conflict between Russia and the United States would be nuclear weapons. Together, these two nations possess the vast majority of the world's nuclear arsenal. Each country has enough nuclear warheads to destroy the other many times over. This reality creates a terrifying balance known as mutually assured destruction. In simple terms, if one launches nuclear weapons, the other responds, and both sides face catastrophic loss. This balance has prevented direct war for decades, not because of peace, but because of fear. Beyond nuclear weapons, the United States holds enormous advantages in military spending and technology. Its defense budget exceeds that of many nations combined. It has advanced stealth aircraft carriers, global surveillance systems, and precision weapons. Its navy dominates the world's oceans, and its air force controls the skies in most regions of the world. The United States military is designed for global operations, rapid response, and technological superiority. Russia's military power is built differently. Instead of global reach, Russia focuses on strategic defense and regional dominance. Its military emphasizes missile systems, air defense technology, and ground forces capable of operating in extreme conditions. Russia has developed some of the most advanced missile systems in the world, designed to counter modern defense technologies. Its geography provides natural protection, with vast distances, harsh winters, and difficult terrain creating serious challenges for any invading force. Geography plays a critical role in this hypothetical conflict. The United States is protected by two vast oceans and friendly neighbors, making a direct invasion extremely difficult. Russia, however, has historically faced invasions from multiple directions and has adapted its strategy accordingly. Its enormous territory allows it to absorb pressure and extend conflicts over time. History has shown that fighting within Russia's borders can be extremely difficult due to climate, distance, and logistics. Modern warfare is not limited to physical battles. Cyber warfare would play a massive role in any conflict between Russia and the United States. Both nations possess advanced cyber capabilities capable of targeting infrastructure, communication networks, and financial systems. A conflict could begin not with missiles, but with power outages, disrupted communication, and financial chaos. Cyber attacks could affect the everyday lives of millions of people without a single shot being fired. Another powerful factor is space technology. Both nations rely heavily on satellites for communication, navigation, and military coordination. In a modern conflict, disabling or destroying satellites could cripple military operations and global communication networks. Space has become a new battlefield, and control of this domain could determine the outcome of future conflicts. Economic strength also shapes the balance of power. The United States has the world's largest economy and controls key global financial systems. This gives it enormous influence through sanctions, trade restrictions, and economic pressure. Russia, while smaller economically, holds significant energy resources and plays a major role in global energy markets. Control over energy supplies can influence international alliances and economic stability. Alliances would play a decisive role in any confrontation. The United States is supported by powerful alliances across Europe and Asia. These partnerships extend its influence and military reach. Russia also maintains strategic partnerships and regional influence, creating a complex global network of relationships. A conflict between these two nations would likely involve multiple countries, transforming a regional conflict into a global crisis. The human cost of such a conflict would be unimaginable. Modern warfare between major powers would not be limited to battlefields. Cities could become targets. Infrastructure could collapse. Global trade could stop. Millions of lives could be affected within days. The consequences would extend far beyond national borders, affecting the entire world. Psychological warfare would also play a major role. Both sides would seek to influence global opinion, control narratives, and shape public perception. Information would become a weapon. Media, communication networks, and public messaging could influence how the conflict is understood around the world. But perhaps the most important question remains: who would win? The answer is far more complex than a simple military comparison. The United States holds advantages in global power projection, economic strength, and advanced technology. Russia holds advantages in geography, missile systems, and strategic defense. In reality, a direct conflict between these two nations would likely produce no true winner. The scale of destruction would affect both sides and potentially the entire world. The deeper lesson is not about victory. It is about balance. The relationship between Russia and the United States represents one of the most powerful forces shaping global stability. Their rivalry has influenced decades of history and continues to shape the future. Understanding this relationship reveals how fragile peace can be and how important cooperation is for global survival. The possibility of conflict between Russia and the United States reminds us that power is complex and peace is never guaranteed. The world depends on stability between major powers, and even small changes in this balance can have enormous consequences. The future of humanity may depend not on who is stronger, but on whether conflict can be avoided. If we look at history, we see that great powers rise and fall, alliances change, and the global balance shifts over time. Yet the greatest victories in human history have often come not from war, but from avoiding it. The true strength of nations may lie not in their ability to destroy, but in their ability to prevent destruction. The world continues to watch the relationship between Russia and the United States with caution and concern. Their decisions influence global security, economic stability, and the future of international relations. Understanding their rivalry helps us understand the forces shaping the modern world. And perhaps the most important question is not whether these two nations will fight, but whether humanity can learn to resolve conflict without destruction. Because in a world with such powerful weapons, the greatest victory may simply be survival. Thanks for watching, and if you found this exploration insightful, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the forces that shape our world.